Shalom family, shalom. It's Brother Yawasop coming at you with another video. It's giving all praise, honor, glory to the Most High power of Israel, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. To the 12 tribes scattered. Double honor to the mighty men, the elders, and the apostles, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this work in humbleness and sincerity. I want to say shalom. It's gonna bring some more news. Had some interesting news come out today, so I'm just gonna share that with you guys, and I'll wind it down. It won't be long, Slakia. So let's jump into it. We had some interesting news come out. It's 12:52 Eastern time, so we're gonna go to yesterday's news. Of course, you have this it's like you have this agenda that just, they keep trying to push to choke New World Order. Said choke New World Order because we know the Most High, he gonna shut it down, okay? But yesterday in Philadelphia, about 2 p.m. from the Epoch Times, Philadelphia announces Vanessa passports for indoor dining. That's hilarious, right? It reads, Philadelphia announces Vanessa passports for indoor dining. Y'all know I have to slack here. I have to sugarcoat. So I don't want them to shut me down yet, right? So that special ed NWO agenda, they trying to push that sickness still. See, it's a choke New World Order build up, and it's gonna be cut down, okay? That was 2 p.m. yesterday. You have a lot of hassle with the courts. I might have mentioned in the previous video, was left this idiot mayor of New York City in his last days, by the way. He pushed mandates, and you had the Senate block it. You had the feds block it. You had the Supreme Court stuck on stupid. So this is going to be endless fighting with that. They're going to keep pushing that sick agenda. That's what all that's going into, okay? So you had courts rebuff neo-Nazi Joe administration's bid to lift the block against the Scarecrow Maxine mandate. Okay, so you have that rhetoric going on in Capitol Hill. Let's get some more. You have the senators crying wolf right now to neo-Nazi Joe to recognize natural immunity. Of course, that won't work, obviously, right? Let's go into end-time headlines. Just gonna read the reports. This is from yesterday. And then a drive-by shooter incident in Texas. So the drive-by shooter attacked pro-life celebration in Texas. So that's another paid goon to go crazy. That story will surface pretty more, right? It says drive-by shooter attacks pro-life celebration in Texas. 2:40 p.m. yesterday. End time headlines reports. You had this sad story in Chirac. Violence has been so bad in Chicago. It's just heartbreaking. It's not even the word, right? It's only waxing worse in Chicago. It says, father of 3 beaten to death while hanging Christmas decorations outside of Chicago home. I mean, the Most High not dealing with Christmas anyway, but the violence globally, did a video about that recently, the violence in the land. As we can see, the violence is only waxing worse. Okay, that's so unfortunate in these last days, but it's judgment. This all going into the Most High judging his land. He's judging the world. As I said, the recent video, he's visiting his earth with judgment. Okay. Yeah, of course, New York City and California. See how retarded this agenda is. Here they mingle up with Scarecrow Maxine, okay, Freddy Krueger, Edward Scissorhands. Here they link up with them. They go through the procedures with them, only to be told you got to cover up. That thing is, it's retarded, Slakia. That thing is just retarded. Akim. That thing is just retarded. So they're just gonna just further the sickness to the Most High, do what he have to do. Okay? So that new mandate's going about. Most of these quote unquote liberal cities. Okay? You had this report. I mentioned the tornadoes in a recent video, right? Prior to the storm, apparently, it says factory workers were threatened with firing if they left before the tornado. Do that make sense, family? I'm going to read that again. Factory workers were threatened with firing if they left before tornado. Do you see the direction of humanity in these last days? You know what? Let me get a precept with that. I mean, it's the days of Noah all over again, family. That makes absolutely no sense. Let me see if I can get a precept on that. That is absolutely ridiculous. Salakia. Let's go to Matthew's. Actually, try to get it out of 2 Peter 2:5. Let me see. Yeah, I'll read this one. It's 2 Peter 2 and verse 5. And it reads, "And spare not the old world, but save Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly." And it don't get more ungodly than that. I guess the boss was like, do your job before the tornado hits. Right? Read this again. It says factory workers were threatened with firing if they left before tornado. That makes no sense. So read this precept again. Again, it reads 2 Peter 2:5. "And spare not the old world, but save Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly." I mean, this place is done, family. This place is finished, man. Let me see if I could link that up with another precept. I'm gonna move on. I mean, if I'm the boss and I know there's a storm on the way, why would I try to have my guys work, right? That makes absolutely no sense, man. Let me see what this is. I'll read this one. It's not what I wanted, but I'll read it anyways. 1 Peter 3 and 20, it reads, "Where sometimes were disobedient, once the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was preparing, wherein few, that is 8 souls, were saved by water." Of course, this is all going into that first judgment, but now we're coming into this final judgment, because it's no longer for debate. We're in the end of days, and we live in the last days of this sick kingdom. Okay, I've seen it all, man. Here you got a damn F5 tornado coming, and the boss is like, "Don't worry about the tornado, just do your job." That makes no sense, family. That makes no sense. But that's the world. That's the world we live, man. That's the times. That's the times we live in, man. Let's get the classic now. Let's get the classic in Matthew. Slakia. Matthew's chapter 24 and verse 38. That's what I really wanted. Let's read it. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Slakia. Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Wow. Could you imagine that? Right? You got a twister maybe 2 miles away coming right at you. Your boss is telling you have to clean up before you leave. If you don't, I'm going to fire you. Why the twister's coming right at you? You see the mindset of this world we in? Let me read that article one more time, and I'm going to read the next crazy article. I mean, it's not surprising, but I'm going to bring it out. Factory workers were threatened with firing if they left before tornado. Y'all can't tell me we're not at the end, man. You see the mindset of these Babylonians, man. I mean, the hell with the twister coming. Do my biddings, or I'm gonna terminate you with a supersized tornado about 4 blocks away. That makes no sense, family. But we living in the end, man. That's all I can say. We living in the last days, and the Most High he just raining in more famine, plague, pestilence, wars, rumors of war. This thing going down, family. But the biggest article, I have to bring this out. And this is everything the brothers talk about regarding America, Babylon the Great, what I've been bringing out. Even so-called truthers bring this out when it comes to the sickness of America. This was yesterday. End Time Headlines reported. Okay? It reads, Saturday Night Live. Nativity show. Okay? This was from Saturday Night Live. Slakia. It shows. Get ready, family. Saturday Night Live, SNL, nativity shows twerking. Let me say that again. I don't want y'all to think I said the wrong thing. It says Saturday Night Live shows twerking. Yes, twerking baby Jesus while Mary swings on a stripper pole. I'm going to read that. I'm going to say that again. Twerking baby Jesus while Mary swings on a stripper pole. Okay? Mary swings on a stripper pole and Joseph pimp walking. I'm going to read it straight through. I said, damn, y'all stop Israel bugged out. Nah, I'm just reading an article that came up on End Time Headlines from Saturday Night Live. And it reads again. SNL nativity shows twerking baby Jesus while Mary swings on a stripper pole. Okay? And Joseph pimp walking. You can't make this stuff up, man. And you wonder why these Babylonians wonder why the Most High just taking this place down, man. You see how wicked this country is, man? And I've taught over and over on the videos I've been able to push how America carries itself and the continents of how wicked America really is. Does this sound like they believe in the God of the Bible? Hell, emphatically no, family. Read it one more time. Saturday Night Live nativity shows twerking baby Jesus while Mary swings on a stripper pole and Joseph pimp walking. See that? America exposes itself more and more while the Most High judges this place, man. See if I can pull that scripture. The Most High said he would make this place better, man. He would expose America, man. And that's a tell-all tale. And they wonder why the Most High sent twisters, all types of judgments on this land. And they only thing these elites do is make this, they just further Salakia, they further the wickedness, even while their kingdom falling. Salakia. Salakia, family. I'm trying to get that precept. See, that's Ezekiel. Let me see if I can read Ezekiel 23 and 37. Salakia for the wait. Yeah, this is a good one. Ezekiel 23 and 37. Let's read it. It reads, Salakia, that they have committed adultery and blood is in their hands, and with their idols have they committed adultery, and have also caused their sons, whom they bear unto me, to pass for them through the fire to devour them. Okay. Verse 39, I'm jumping down to 39. For when they had slain their children to their idols, then they came the same day into my sanctuary to profane it. Okay. And lo, thus have they done it in the midst of mine house. Remember, the world was created for our sakes, but what did Israel do? Israel went off, right? Didn't Israel basically made a covenant? They made a covenant with death. And that also goes into the curses in Deuteronomy. And that goes into the earliest choke in Genesis with Eve. Okay? So the Most High had to deal with us as a nation. But, you know, our time has been fulfilled. See, the time of the Gentiles has been fulfilled. See if I can get that. Let me read that. Now, we basically at the end, but America time has come, man. America time is here, man. The Most High he's gonna finish America off, man. It says the time of the Gentiles. Slack, let me get that. It's winding down for America. Like I said, we at the end of a crazy. Salaki, we at the end of a very crazy 2021. I don't want to begin to imagine what a 2022 might even look like. If the Most High allow us to go into it, we don't know. Let's get this quick fast. Let's read this. Yeah, it's Luke 21 and 24. Let me read that. Let's go to St. Luke 21 and 24. It reads, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captives into all nations, talking about 12 tribes, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And that's done, man. You see the world just waxing gross, man. And like I said, it's the end of a crazy, we come into the remaining weeks of a crazy 2021. Imagine what the next season's going to bring. You know, and Salakia my vulgarity for how I ended yesterday's video. But considering we in a time of war, you know, we shouldn't be trying to reason with the oppressor. Got 5 million plus walked away. Actually, there was an article on that today. There was a let me pull this article. This just happened actually. 7:30 yesterday. You had 27. I believe these were pilots from the Air Force, walked away from their positions, man. So America's finished, man. I'm telling y'all right now, this country about to get hit with prophecies, man. Mega prophecies, man. They didn't let the agenda sink and shrink, Slakia, and shrink their own military. And you see in all the other world powers set up to basically destroy this country as it's written. You know these nations are going to deal with America, man. But from, I'd say, the beginning of this year to the end of the year, what happened with these mandates? Their military, their law enforcement, everything decreased. So when this war pop off, I mean, think about it. Who's going to help America now, man? They already digged a pit. That they didn't dig themselves so deep in the pit, they're not coming out, man. This is why the brothers teaching, myself and many others, are trying to tell our people, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and trust in the Most High. As far as these latest mandates and litigations, man, walk away. I'm out, guys. I'm sorry. I'm good. Walk away from that sickness, man. Okay? Greater judgments is about to manifest. How do you say? Buckle up your seatbelt, because it's going to get very real down here. And the Most High, He'll provide, you know, for us losing out, have an exit plan, have an exit strategy, and just trust in the Most High in these difficult times. That's it. I believe deliverance is coming soon. Hopefully. I always say hopefully, you know, hopefully in our lifetime, you know. But it's going down, man. It's going down, and we have to keep the faith. We have to be strong in these last days. Yeah, I just want to bring that news to you guys. Let me get one classic scripture, and I guess I'll shut it down. Let's go to Jeremiah. I'll just read this one. So I didn't really set up a class tonight, but I wanted to share that news. I thought that news was very interesting. So let's get that. Jeremiah chapter 30:7, and it reads, "At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the times of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." So don't worry about these hardships, man. See, I said this yesterday. Y'all see my story. Y'all see my testimony. Y'all kind of see, you know, what led me to actually, Slakia, being blessed to come into the truth. I was introduced to the truth while I was litigating. So if you go into, you know, what's on my YouTube, that was the cause to bringing me into the truth. And it was perfect because my mind was everywhere. But sometimes the Heavenly Father, He used affliction to test you, man. Mind you, I was in the world when that went down. But, you know, truth be told, there was an elder. There was an elder in the building that introduced me to the Israelites. And I was like, who the hell are those guys, you know? Even when I was in Sunday church at the time, I used to see the brothers, but I was like, man, these guys they're so hateful, man. They're so mean. I ain't saying nothing, so I just walk by. And I just keep walking by. But I never thought many years later, after being in the world, litigating and fighting trial, my mind will be open. And I was curious when I always look back. I'm 7 years in this thing now. I always look back on that. I was curious. I was very curious. And I was like, you know what? Let me see what this is about. And I didn't like it at first. But I said, let me further what message they're sending. I brought more books. I furthered the studies. I've been to take down more precepts. And all praise to the Most High, 7 plus years now. I'm 7 years going now. Once you really get the message of what the Most High is telling his people, and keep the commandments so you could be delivered. It hit. And I pray every day, with or without a job, I still push this truth, man. The hell with Babylon the Great. The hell with this new world order. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. And I believe hopefully in our lifetime, hopeful remnant, hopeful elect, we going home, family. Dr. Fauci, Hell Gates, all them demons pushing that sick agenda, the Most High gonna melt all of them, man. And the righteous gonna take this kingdom, okay? So I'm gonna stick by thus saith the Lord and have faith and just do the work, okay? But with that, family, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, glory, the Most High power, Israel, the power of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Double honor to the mighty men, the elders, the mighty and the apostles, Slakia, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this work in humbleness and sincerity. I love you guys. Shalom.